the Big Show on Hauraki. Cheers, Tui, for bringing back the laughs in a world gone mad. Yeah, right.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth.
Our biggest show.
The biggest.
This is big.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
It is the Hauraki Big Show, all right, for Wednesday the 16th of October. However, no Hoytey J. You've got Keyzie and Mogey. Hoytey, he's on holiday, and if you want a rundown of what he's actually doing on his holiday, feel free to head to the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram page or the Radio Hauraki Facebook page, where Pugs did 3/4 of it, and then didn't realise that I'd written the rest of it on the back of the piece of paper. So it finishes at about 2 o'clock, where he gets a phone call from my wife in tears and ignores it, and then just goes to bed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, did you just give up? And he's like, well, no, what are you talking about? I was like, it's on the back of the paper, man.
I remember when you told him about that as well.
Yeah, no, but you know what he's like.
I do.
He's belligerent. Is that the correct use of that?
I don't think so.
Nah, it's not, is it?
No,
As soon as I said
no.
it. Tell you what's not belligerent, Tui. Is that the correct use of it?
That's really good use of that.
They've brought back their Yeah Right campaign, so keep an eye out and you'll see their iconic billboards around the place. And don't forget, if you've got any billboard ideas, send them on through to 3483 and you can win yourself a Tui prize pack. But Mogey,
yeah, man,
you rogue stallion, you Greek Adonis, you Randy SOB, how you going?
Yeah, going pretty grouse, man. Another beautiful day here. In the 09. And it's Wednesday already. I don't know how that happened.
Hump day.
Humper day. Just another day for me, Keyzie, backboning around the city, getting work done. I saw you. I've already seen you today. You were doing your, can I just say, quite magnificent podcast.
My gaming one, yes.
Your gaming one there. And so I saw you already today. And then, I've just been sort of bumming around, really.
Bumming around and backboning around.
Outside of, working since the moment I woke up.
That's cool. What's Tinker up to, your dog?
Tinker is still covered in lube. For those who don't know, yesterday she was physically, I don't want to say any other kind of assault, but certainly physically assaulted by the people who were looking after her over the weekend. When the 2.5-year-old daughter went into the parents' bedside table, grabbed a not insubstantial bottle of lube and squeezed it all over my dog. Now you can't get it out.
Nah.
They ran her through the bath. My wife has run her through the bath.
My wife?
A couple of times, and it's just in there now. So now we have to take her to a groomer's and have her shaved down.
Wow. So you have to go to the groomers and go, sorry, my dog's all lubed up.
Yeah, she's all lubed up. We don't know how it happened, swear to God.
Oh, that's brilliant. The weird thing was I actually asked if people had lubed up their dogs before on 3483. It's a bit of a joke. 3 people text back saying they'd accidentally done it. It's a nightmare to fix.
Yeah, right.
So that's interesting.
That is true.
But hey, we're going to crack into a huge big show today. Up next, why won't my wife drink with me? Which is a pretty massive issue I'm having in my relationship. I don't think it's for any personal reasons, but we'll get into that next after some She-Hard on the Hauraki Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Supersonic Oasis on the Hauraki Big Show, 12 minutes past 4 this Wednesday afternoon with Keyzie and Mogey. And Sunday night, or Sunday in fact, was Mike Minogue's 48th birthday. Had a lovely evening there with his wife down in Queenstown. They had a few drinks together and went to bed at 4 a.m. Just lost track of time, eh, Mogey?
We did, yep. The thing about it is, Keyzie, as time goes on, you get deeper and deeper into your relationship. You end up with a lot of admin.
Right.
And so we've got a couple of businesses. We've got a 5-year-old. And so you end up having quite a lot of chats that have got nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, right, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, hard
and
up.
you end up, you're in the kitchen, you go, oh, you're going to clean that with the hand soap, are you, instead of the dishwashing liquid.
Who's doing that?
These sorts of things.
Does she use the hand soap?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
I use whatever soap is nearest.
Okay.
And I'm not bending over to get the dishwashing soap out of the cupboard if there's some hand soap there, which will be just as good.
Totally.
And maybe she's got a point. I don't know. And there's certainly some things that annoy her about me and vice versa, I'm sure, as well.
I don't believe that for a second.
But anyway, once you get away and you lose all of the responsibilities around the admin stuff and you're just connecting on the same basis that when you first got together, time just disappears.
Yeah.
So we went out for a lunch or a late lunch about 2 or 3 o'clock. We got through some margaritas, some martinis, back on the margaritas, espresso martinis, then went home.
Responsibly, obviously.
Bottles of wine, beers, and more margaritas. And the next thing you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and just been yarning.
That's right. And then you finished off with a tui, you were saying, and that just tied a night nicely.
I don't know, it's hard to remember, but I'm sure.
Yeah, responsibly. You did.
But it's my favourite thing in the world to do.
Yes, it
my
is.
favourite thing in the world to do is to drink with my wife.
Yeah.
Because she rules.
That's yeah.
That is, I absolutely love it.
And I'm missing out on that because my wife rules.
She's my wife.
No, I know. I'm not saying that I'm missing out on doing that with your wife. I'm saying
that's what it sounded like.
No. I'm missing out on doing that with my wife.
You are.
What?
You are missing out on that.
No, I know
and that's
I am.
why I'd like it to stay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you never know. Adding me to the mix there might actually be fun, might liven things up. I could be like, so I hear you use the hand soap instead of the dish soap. What's that about?
I don't think it will liven it up because from what I understand, your own wife doesn't want to drink with you.
No, she doesn't, and this is the crux of the situation. I hear stories like that, and I've had great nights out with my wife. However, it's always corresponded with us being with another couple or another group.
Yeah.
And I would love a situation, because she just doesn't like being hungover, from responsibly hungover, obviously. And so if it's just her and I think she sees it as probably not worth a hangover.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head. And so I'm just like, man, like for example, we bought a couple of bottles of Pinot Noir. This is probably 2 months ago.
Yeah, sure.
Nice charcuterie board, cheese board that she made. And we were like, let's just have a nice night in and, have a few bottles of wine, blah, blah, blah. And she was, obviously we started with a tui.
Yeah.
And then once that was done, we got into the Pinot Noir. And then I was like, well, obviously first drink of the night, you got to take a knee. And just down in one.
Yeah.
Just to get the things going responsibly. And then after that, second drink, you do a vorteki, which is when you swirl it and it,
Can you do that with a glass of wine?
Yeah. And then she had made a cheese board, as I said, but obviously eating's cheating.
Yeah.
So I took that away and put that away, and I said, we're not eating because that's cheating.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and then she tapped out and was like, actually, let's just watch a movie. And I'm like, why won't you just hang out with me and do what Mogey's wife does?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Can you just do what Mogey's wife does?
It does sound like fun.
Yeah, it was. I was having fun. To be honest, I can't remember much of it. But I was just like, why won't you just join in and, why can't we have that special thing?
I'm wondering if maybe I'm the outlier. Maybe my wife and I are weird because we like drinking together. That's my favourite of all the drinking.
And that's a nice hobby to have too.
So I wonder, maybe we'll ask on 3483, do you get responsibly on it with your partner?
With your partner. Is it just you two, not your mates, just you two?
Just
Is that
you
a common
two.
Occurrence?
Yeah,
3483.
Time just, like the other night, Sunday night, there was no conversation about, our kid's going to be up in 2 hours, or, it's getting a bit late, or we have to be on a plane soon.
Yeah.
We just completely forgot.
Isn't that lovely?
It was bloody good.
3483. And there are TUI prize packs for grabs as well, so it's worth getting stuck into. Bit of Bon Jovi now on the Hauraki Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Sublime on the Hauraki Big Show. It is 24 minutes past 4 with Keyzie and Mogey, and we were just touching on the fact that Sunday for Mogey's birthday, him and his lovely wife were up till 4 a.m. just enjoying each other's company, having a few responsible tuis and just laughing the night away. And I have never, and I've been with my wife for 13 years now, Mogey, I've never had a night where it's just us two getting a bit silly responsibly.
And that's how long you been together?
13 years.
That is unbelievable to me.
We've gotten silly together in groups, but never just the two of us. And certainly never in recent, at least the last 5 years. And there's nothing I want more in this world than for that to happen.
Well, surely she can make it happen for you. And it's a weird thing that hasn't happened sort of organically, I guess, but maybe that's a more of a commentary on the way that you guys drink and the way that I drink.
Potentially,
do you know what I mean?
And there is a difference. But I think the thing with her too is she does not like sleeping in on a weekend. She likes to get up, go to the gym, get her weekend started.
Yeah.
So she feels like she's doing something. And if you do that, what you guys do, you often start on the back foot a wee bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And but it's just so much goddamn fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's connecting with your partner, Keyzie. I know you're not big on that, but
nah, I can't stand it.
We've had a few texts come through here on 3483. My partner and I love drinking together too. So much fun, lots of laughs. It's my favourite thing to do.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Me and my hubby are in the Mogey camp, drink together, best friends and best fun. Some of the best days we have had are when we have walked our dog to the pub and gotten responsibly drunk together.
That's nice, yeah.
That is nice. Me and my missus get on the hammer together all the time. Been to many festivals together, just the two of us, then have a of an argument about who's got to look after the kids the next day when we're both piss crook.
Yeah.
Responsibly.
Yeah, responsibly.
My wife and I got schnitzeled Saturday night and proceeded to have a trailer backing competition on the back lawn.
Responsibly. See, that's fun.
That is fun.
We've done this before where we've, been enjoying company, admittedly with another couple, and then someone was talking smack about putting, and the next thing, the golf ball was out, the mug was at the end of the hallway, and we were having a putting competition.
Yeah.
Things were obviously responsibly a wee bit hazy, but that's fun. Competition in that
But
scenario.
was your wife involved in that?
Yes, she was. She won.
Yeah.
She won. She won the competition.
Right.
So yeah, I'll have a chat about it tonight with her and just see what she says.
Yeah, it's one of the great gifts. There's somebody else here that says that it's the reason why they got together. I married my wife because she was the best person I've ever been on the booze with.
Responsibly.
We've had some questionable nights over the years, and sometimes Saturday turns into Sunday.
Yeah, see, that's nice, isn't it?
100%.
God, I just want to have a responsible
Keyzie.
relationship.
What's going on?
What about this one? I'd love to do this. Every Friday, Arvo, 3 o'clock, my wife and I go outside, Long Island iced tea, share a joint, don't know whatever that is, and then hop in the jacuzzi and have a good old time.
See, man.
I'll be keen on that. Need to get a jacuzzi first.
See, man.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Spoonman Soundgarden on the Hauraki Big Show.
You know what that song's about, man?
Heroin?
Nah, it's about this guy in Seattle who's a busker.
Right.
He used to play the Spoons, and his nickname was Spoon Man.
Is that true?
That's true. And then at the start of that song, you can hear someone playing the spoons. You know who that is?
Chris Cornell?
Spoon Man.
You're joking. You're joking. It's amazing.
So that's just a little bit of trivia there for
That's
you,
cool.
Keyzie.
Yeah.
You need anything more like that, man, just shout out.
Will do, Mogey. Thank you. By the way, it's just Keyzie and Mogey today. Hoytey J's on holiday, but we've got a best.
If Hoytey J was here,
What?
we wouldn't have time for all this music trivia.
No, we wouldn't. And to be honest, that would be really stink, and I'm glad that we're doing it. We've got a best of the Big Show moment now, sort of revolving around Hoytey J.
Do you think our chat about music trivia
Mike,
just there is going to end up being
a best of
a
clip?
best of clip in
One
the
day.
future? Yeah.
Gosh, I hope so.
I think so.
Yeah, it'd be great if this break was played twice on national radio. We've got a best of clip here from February 2023. I believe Jase was still my agent at this point. I can't remember. All I know is that Pugsan teased these up, and this is the first time we've heard it in almost 2 years. So enjoy.
Great news today, Keyzie.
Okay.
I've got an offer in.
It's not another one of those acting.
No.
Okay, all right.
It's for a car show.
Really?
Yeah, as a presenter for a car show.
A TV show?
A TV show.
Holy hell.
Yeah. It's like a reality show.
Because I love cars.
It's
That's
just
perfect.
massive car enthusiasts and things like that.
Right.
And they thought of you. It's 40 episodes over a year, Mogey.
Sure.
With a bit of a break in between.
And then, really? So a few years? And
Yeah, well, they're looking for it to be a regular thing, but they're just
my
going to
God.
start off with 40 episodes for the first
That's a big
series.
commitment.
That's a massive commitment, but they reckon they can do it all, a couple of hours in a day.
yeah, cool.
So that would fit in with the radio show really nicely. 3.5K per episode.
per episode?
Yeah, so it's not bad coin.
Holy.
I could probably get a little bit more than that, but 3.5K per episode, 40 episodes a year. It's not a bad coin.
Well, we
Not
can
a little
just
bit of
negotiate for the ahead of the second year, so that's a great starting point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
2 hours a day per episode, a couple of hours. So, yeah, right.
Yeah,
You'd probably get them up to $5,000, I'd imagine,
I think in the years to come, certainly that would be something that we would look at doing.
Was that their first offer, though?
Pardon?
That was their first offer?
Yeah, that was their first
Well,
offer.
That's a starting
yeah.
point, Keyzie.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's never. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So
It's truth.
Oh, my God. Okay. So, when are we starting? Is it sort of starting next month? Or?
Oh no, I said no. I just feel that.
You said no.
Yeah, no, I said no because I just sort of feel at the moment, Keyzie, you're still early in your broadcasting career.
That's true.
And I said to them, actually, look, give it a couple of years for old Keyzie.
Right.
And I reckon once he's got a bit more experience under his belt, he'll be bloody good to go, mate.
Well, I've been in the industry for over 10 years.
But the great news is, I got old Don, your dad, a part on it as a consultant. recar, because he knows his cars really well.
He doesn't know
Don's
about TV.
gonna
More
be-
sense, yeah.
No,
so
it's
Don's going to be a part of it. Also, they were asking if Mon was interested in doing wardrobe. And I said I'd have to have a little...
My mum?
a little answer there. I'll have a little investigation, but that should be fine. But hey, encouraging news, Keyzie.
So, okay, so what? They're looking for someone else to host it then? Who's hosting it?
Oh, no, I'll be hosting it just for this year, and then they'll look further down the track at someone else maybe.
How much are you getting in it?
Pardon?
How much are you getting in it?
6.5, I think.
Oh, that's not bad.
But that's a starting point again. I'm going to get it up to 10, I reckon.
Yeah.
So you went for a job that's perfect for
No,
me.
I didn't go for a job. They came to me about a job.
Right.
About for you.
And it was a perfect fit for me.
Wow.
You got my dad and my mum a job, and then
Yeah.
you stole my job.
No, Keyzie,
It's not stealing.
I preserved your career, mate.
It's called
What-
career
why-
planning, man.
The last thing I need is for you to go on and present a car show and make an utter ass of yourself. And then
just
but you douche.
when the old acting's starting to come along now, you get in these drama roles. Well, you're getting auditions
I'm
for
getting
them.
auditions,
Yeah.
I'm not getting roles.
Yeah.
I haven't been paid once yet.
And the reality is, I said to them, lot, he hits the beersies pretty hard.
Oh, he's a maggot.
Why'd you tell him that?
So, just give him a couple of years to just get it out of his system, and then maybe
A couple of years.
2 or 3 years down the track.
Yeah.
Come and have a chat with me, and I'll let you know
He's
how
just
old
got married.
Keyzie's doing.
Just got married as well, so pretty handsy.
Yeah, he
Handsy
is.
on set there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I said, that you were a bit handsy at times.
You told them I was handsy.
Yes,
And
yeah,
drunk.
yeah. Well, not
And you got my
drunk,
mum a
but,
job.
but that you would be, you'd reek of it.
Right. Okay, so you said 2 years' time we'll come and have a chat. So have you just signed a 2-year contract?
I said 2 to 5. 2 to 5 years, actually.
Completely forgot about that yarn.
Yeah, it all comes back to you, though, doesn't it?
Huge stitch up.
Yeah.
I'm handsy and I'm drunk, apparently. Didn't even say responsibly.
Yeah. I mean, you can't lie about these things, man. People will work it out eventually.
Hey, cheers, Mogey. Don't forget every episode of The Big Show we've ever done available wherever you get your podcast from. Just search Hauraki Big Show. Here's the Smashing Pumpkins.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Def Leppard on the Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon with Keyzie and Mogey, 11 minutes to 5 o'clock. And make sure you're keeping your ears peeled. Your ears peeled.
Peel your ears, you
Peel them.
fools.
That's not even the saying. But keep an ear out for the gig a little. Cue to call. It's a roar of the encore. If you hear it on Radio Hauraki, call us straight away on 0800 Hauraki, and we could give you $500 to go towards your next gig, thanks to Super Liquor.
How good. How good. Hey, I went away, I don't know if I told you, but I went away to Queenstown.
Oh, did you?
Over the weekend there, and while I was there, I was in the Koru Lounge.
Oh, very nice.
I've got access to that, which is pretty cool there. And I was going up to get a coffee, and I was sort of wandering along, and I was having a gaze at my phone there. And just as I was looking up, I saw a fella, and he was hobbling towards me.
Oh, God, Hoytey J.
He was hobbling towards me because he was on a crutch.
Oh, okay.
And he's a little fella, actually not unlike Hoytey J there.
Right.
And he was hobbling along, and he had a little hat on, and he had this very Hoytey J-ish, actually.
Right.
Stylish little dude he was, and but he was going very, very slowly because in his right hand he had the one crutch, and he's limping along there.
Yeah.
But in his left hand he had a saucer with what looked to me like a flat white.
Right, okay.
So he's going along with that very, very slowly, but he's also spilling his coffee over the edges of the cup. And so I did what anybody would do, Keyzie, in that situation. I laughed at him.
You laughed at him. He
No,
went,
I
"Oh,
didn't.
come on."
I didn't laugh at him. I said,
Rattle
"Hey,
your
man,
dags.
are you all good? Do you want a hand there?" And he goes, "No, I'm all good."
Right.
And I was like, righto. And I thought that I was just being a good Samaritan, trying to help this person out who's not fully able-bodied,
Yeah.
like Hoytey J.
Yeah.
And he pretty much spat in my face.
That's pretty standard New Zealand. Or I don't even know. Sometimes it's a pride thing. If you're injured or something, and normally you'd be able to do it because he's obviously running an injury.
Oh, but he wasn't a Kiwi. Sorry. He probably didn't say, what did I say? No, I'm all good. He probably didn't say that. He said, no, I'm fine.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But also with attitude.
Yeah, okay.
So however that goes. And then I realised,
No, I'm fine.
get away from me, you cad. And I realised
Just
as
checking,
I
you
was
said
looking...
CAD. Just then.
No, that's what he said.
Yeah, but you didn't just drop a C-bomb, eh?
Oh, yeah, no, CAD.
Yeah, CAD. Yeah, cool.
And then as I was looking at his little face there and his angry little face, I realised that it was, in fact, Tom York from the band Radiohead.
Wow.
And I thought to myself, what a son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But I'm a fan of the band.
But he's a prick.
Well, I don't know, is he? Because I think also potentially what he thought was going on was I don't want to help him. I just want to hang out and have a yarn with this hugely charismatic one-legged fella that's spilling coffee all up and down the carpet in the Kori lounge.
Yeah,
like
right.
he's some kind of bloody backbone or something.
Right.
So maybe that's what he thought was going on. Maybe when people do go up to him, they're trying to sort of steal his time off him.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's a win-win, right? Because he would get to hang out with Officer Mogey.
Oh, Mogey, that's right.
That's right.
And
So-
I did say to him, do you know who I am?
Yeah, nice. Tom
Anyone
York.
here will tell you. It's old Mogey.
Ask anyone in the Kori lounge about old Mogey. They'll have a lot to say.
Yeah, so anyone going to his gig on Friday night at Spark Arena, and I'll be effing and jeffing at that son of a bee. Don't worry about it.
Here's the Gorillas.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
It is the Gorillas on the Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 5 minutes to 5 o'clock with Keyzie and Mogey, although I thought it was Keyzie and Mogey, but he's ducked out to go poos, and now Pugsan's here.
Hello.
Hey, Pugs, how you going?
Good. Here he is. He's literally boosting it into the studio.
Here he comes now. Coming up after 5 o'clock, though, I've got a strategy for buying. Thanks for killing time there, Pugs. Good on you, mate. I've got a strategy for potentially buying the house of my dreams. It's something I've always thought about doing, but I am, in fact, going to have a crack at it. Wouldn't mind getting your feedback on that, Mogey.
Yeah, I'd love to give you a bit of feedback on that, mate.
Yeah, it's great. And look, so many great things. Another Diamonds on Richmond chance for you to win a $10,000 engagement ring. More best of the big show. Plus, later on in the show, we'll be updating the poll on whether or not you responsibly enjoy getting steamed with your partner or not.
Interesting fact about that Gorilla song that just played. It's only 2.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It is the big show, right, with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. However, Jase is on holiday, so you got Keyzie and Mogey. And the big show, of course, is brought to you by Tui and their Year Right campaign, which has come back. And, Mike, might I add that in this day and age, we can all do with a laugh.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
Because we can all do with a
We
laugh.
can all do with a laugh, am I right?
Have I nailed that yet?
No.
In this day and age, we can all do with a laugh.
Thing is, man,
What?
in this day and age, I reckon we could all do with a laugh. Am I right or what?
Nah.
You know? It's just like, I think people are taking themselves a little bit too seriously. So I think in this day and age, we could all do with a laugh.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
I think the world's gotten a little too serious, and we could all do with a laugh.
Am I right?
Am I right? In this day and age.
In this day and age.
Responsibly.
Keep
an eye-
No, that's really good.
Keep an eye out for Tui's Year Right billboards. They're officially back. And if you've got any ideas for one, 3483, text it on through. We've got Tui prize packs that we can flick out to people that do get involved in the
Yes.
show. Huge hour ahead. Mogey.
Is it?
I've got a strat,
Oh!
which is a strategy.
Oh.
There's
There's a strat on.
There's a few. No, I've got one of those though. There's a street in my local area which has heaps of houses on it, and
Yeah.
my ambition is to live on that street.
Oh.
None of
Keeping
the-
up with the Joneses, eh?
No, it's not because it's fancy or anything. It's just because the style of house, it's these old brick houses from the 60s, and I really like them for some reason.
Right.
None of them ever come up for sale, so I'm thinking of a strategy to try and convince someone to sell one to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to run it past you, see what you think.
Okay,
next, all right?
okay.
And
Okay.
more best of the big show. Chance to win a 10K diamond engagement ring.
Is it you think by saying it slowly, you think that's what makes it a big hour?
What do you mean?
Well, because so far it doesn't sound like a huge hour. I mean, even you're not even pumped about it.
Well, no, I am.
Because we got Diamonds on Richmond, man. That's a $10,000 ring that we're giving away. It's valued at $10 million.
Well,
And you think that you'd be a little bit more fired up about that. I mean, what do we got to do to get you gas, brother?
this is the thing, right? The world's gotten a little too serious.
Oh,
I
we could
think
all do
we
with a
could all
laugh.
do with a laugh.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's how you do it right there. Tui will be stoked with that. Here's Nirvana on the Big Show.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Fatboy Slim on the Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday, Arvo, 14 minutes past 5 o'clock with old Keyzie and Mogey.
G'day there, fellas.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's just me. Oh, I'm Pugson, of course.
I've got to go on a budget.
Right.
My wife isn't working. She's stopped working. She works in movies.
Okay, so she's between gigs.
She's between gigs at the moment, and we thought, well, why don't we actually go on a bit of a saving run here? Things are tough out there, Keyzie. I don't know if you know that, brother.
Nah.
And so what I'm doing is I'm going through all of the things that I spend money on, and I'm just culling it.
Everything.
Oh, well, not everything. We're going to have food. We'll keep that.
Okay. Have you thought about having different accounts, like a fun account?
No, I don't think I can afford a fun account.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to go with zero fun. So what I've got is Sky Sport. I cancelled that today.
Well, the NRL's done.
NRL is done, but the cricket is just starting, meant to be starting tonight, so I won't be able to watch any of the Black Caps against India.
That's a shame.
So that's a big call. That's a sacrifice for old Mogey right there. The darts.
Kicking the darts completely.
I can't afford the darts.
Yeah, okay.
So if you look at that Sky Sport, that's Sky. I think it's Sky Now.
Yeah, $50 a month.
$50 a month. Siggies would be $50 to $75 a week.
See, yeah, that when you put it like that, but you realise that means you won't be able to watch Game of Two Halves with me in it.
With you in it, yeah.
I mean,
I thought about that.
Yeah, and you were fine with it?
And that's what really got me over the line.
Oh, okay.
Then there's booze.
Right.
Can't drink booze.
Yeah.
Too expensive.
Yeah.
We were down in Queenstown. It was what was it, $17 for a beer.
At the pub, yeah. See, was it a full pint?
It's a lot of, no. I think
See,
it's
it's a
like 4 or
whore
something.
bloody- yeah,
That's rubbish. So getting rid of that. Now, that's going to save me a lot of money.
Yeah, okay.
Let's say, honestly, how much would that be a week?
Well, you said 50 to 70 for darts, booze, 100 and something plus 10 for Sky. That's it's $120 a week.
Do you reckon it's 100 and... Let's say 130 a week I'm spending on booze.
I reckon 125.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 130 because I can't be bothered crossing out 130.
Okay.
I had a personal trainer.
Right.
Because I was doing this bulking thing, so I've got rid of him. He's gone.
Okay.
I think he was like 30 or 40 a week, maybe.
Wow.
But that was only for 12 weeks. So I'm going to say that that's 35.
Okay.
So that's 165. Let's say 235 I'm saving a week already there. 235, 250.
Are you cutting back on your subscriptions? Because I know you've got Netflix, Disney, Pornhub Premium, all those.
Netflix I get for free. I've got Disney. I've got Apple TV, which I think is $14.
Yeah.
So I could get rid of that.
Yeah, well, it's just got that Steve Martin doco on it.
Oh, I know, which is unbelievable.
Can't wait to hear about that later.
And yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there's other areas that the listeners out there think that I could cut back on.
3483. If you've got any ideas on how Mogey can save money, what about how much does lasering your bullors cost?
Well, that's prepaid.
Right, you've already paid
I've
for
already
that.
paid for that, so I've got another 4 laser sessions on my pole creepers and my bulls.
Okay, cool. And that's almost paying for itself in a way, isn't it? The work you get off of that.
It's I mean, it is saving money in the long run because I was going through a lot of razor blades.
Do you need to have the Teeter truck and the Aqua truck?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Do you need Tinker, your dog?
Well, this is the thing now because we've got to go and get her groomed, but I'm thinking I'll just give her a number 1.
Yeah.
Because we've got to get her groomed because she's got all of this lube, the sex lube, all through her coat.
And we should clarify that's from a yarn on yesterday's show.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah. And so we're going to take her to a groomer's, but I think I've got some clippers so I can just whip her back.
Do you know what you could do is when you go get your next laser, just sort of strap Tinker to the front of you and try and play it off as that's your downstairs and just get them to laser your dog?
Well, it's not far off because I have got a couple of bulges.
If you've got any ideas on how old Mogey can save money, what should he take and have on his budget? 3483, text him on through. You can win yourself a TUI prize pack. Here's Pearl Jam.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
It's the Mint Chicks, Crazy Yes, Dumb No on the Hauraki Big Show. Keyzie and Mogey in. Hoytey J back next week. He's on holiday this week. Plenty of suggestions still coming through on 3483 of ways Mogey could save money. Would you ever do a sign up for a medical trial?
No.
Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, Mogey, we've been walking around our neighbourhood, and now that it's daylight savings, as soon as I get home from work, we've got enough time to quickly go for a walk and then have dinner, which is nice. This is my wife and I.
This time you could be drinking together.
Yeah, well, I just don't think we should be doing that responsibly every single day, you know?
Yeah, you're cool.
Okay. But there's a certain street in our neighbourhood which we walk down often.
What's it called?
No, not saying. Purely so that we can have a geeze at the houses on that street.
Sure.
And just talk about how much we love them. There's about 8 of them. They're not all in a row, but they're all sort of much of a muchness, all grouped together. The whole time we've been living in our house, not one of them has come up for sale. One came up for sale briefly. They didn't get what they wanted, so they took it off sale again.
Sure.
Which makes me think, I think they could be open to selling it if someone came along.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of dropping leaflets or a little thing that you filled out saying, hey, this is my wife and I.
I've never been interested enough in a house at
Right.
all. And and now that I'm in Auckland, I only rent anyway.
Right, okay.
So I wouldn't be interested in sort of going up to someone's house and sort of leaving a leaflet and saying, hey, would you consider moving out of your house and renting
Well,
it
no,
to
obviously.
old Mogey?
Yeah, okay.
I don't think it works the same. The other thing that you're in danger of is paying overs. And that must concern you, right? If you're
100%.
that keen that you're dropping a flyer in somebody's letterbox and that says to them, look, we can name our price.
No, but the thing is, obviously, I was thinking you put something in it. Like, now we're not.
Oh, I haven't got much money.
We're not wealthy by any
Yeah.
means. In fact, we'd be upgrading from our first home to what we want to be our family home for the
I tell you
foreseeable
what, if
future.
I'm reading that, I couldn't care less.
Yeah, right.
We're upgrading from our first home.
No,
It's
no,
like,
no.
this is all. Yeah, this is wasted space on the flyer.
No, Mogey,
As far as I'm
Mogey.
skipping through all of that, I'm like, how much money?
No, I know, but what I'm doing there is just putting when they're picturing us. I don't think I put a photo in.
You're tempering expectations.
Just to be like, look, this is the situation. This is the reality of who you're dealing with here. We're not investors.
Oh, yeah, forget about that.
We're poor.
Yeah, look at this. I'm wearing a Caterpillar camouflage, long
That was
sleeve
yesterday.
top.
Right, that was yesterday. I've got a different jacket on today, and it's super dry, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Thanks, man. So the other thing too is if I put a pamphlet in their letterboxes,
Yeah.
we could cut out the agency fees and stuff, and so we could both save money.
Absolutely. It's win-win-win-win.
Is it?
No, I think so.
Okay, I feel you've changed
I think
the tune.
what I'm saying is there's a potential there that you're going to get exploited
Right.
by the vendor because you're putting yourself in a position where you're saying you're super keen. So I think you've got to sort of have a two-tiered strategy here. The
Right,
first
okay.
one is what I would like to call reign of terror.
Right, that sounds pretty full on.
Reign of terror.
Okay.
And that's where you're going round and you're dropping letters saying you're next into their letterbox.
Right, okay.
And you're cutting out the letters from newspapers to sort of make it seem...
All the letters.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow,
to
okay.
disguise it. You're throwing rocks on their roof in the middle of the night. You're slashing their tyres. You're doing all
Okay.
these sorts of things. And then after a month of that, reign of terror.
Reign
You're
of
writing
terror.
that
Yeah,
down?
I'm writing it down.
Reign of terror.
Reign.
Then you
And that's
come along and you go,
R-E-I.
hey, first, I've only got one home. I'd love to buy your house. Would you be interested? And at that point, you've created a desire from the vendor to get out.
Right, and all of a sudden the power's in my...
Then you've got the power. Now,
They're
you're acting
desperate.
like you don't know about the power, but all of a sudden, they can't wait to get out and they'll drop their price through the floor.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
What I could do is put the pamphlet in, and then they'll read it, and so maybe if they don't get back to me, I'll Molotov cocktail like their car or
Their
something.
car, that's right. Now
and
you
then,
got it.
And then the next day I'll be hearing from them.
Yes.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. You've got to create the desire to sell, Keyzie.
Okay.
And there's the only way you're going to create the desire to sell, there's two ways to do it. Number one, they're going to make so much money out of it
Okay.
that it's worth their while.
Which I don't
and you
want.
don't want that.
I don't want that.
And the other one is they fear for their lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one.
That's one you want.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that, Mogey. I'm gonna start that tomorrow. Reign of Terror, and that is REIGN.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Wish you were here. Pink Floyd on the Hauraki Big Show. Keyzie and Mogey with you. Hoytey J on holiday back next week, and Mogey.
Yes.
Diamonds on Richmond, man.
Oh.
And their $10,000 engagement ring that they've given us to give to some lucky backbone out there who's thinking of dropping the knee or taking a knee or popping the big one
Yeah.
or asking their partner to marry them, as I like to put it. If you are keen on this and this is your very situation, if you've been umming and ahhing or you're saving up and it's an expensive investment,
It is.
then head to hauraki.co.nz, enter the competition, and you could win a $10,000 diamond engagement ring to use to propose with. Don't laugh at me slipping up, Mogey. That's unprofessional. And however, the old winner there, they also get the assistance of we three.
Yes.
You, me, and old Hoytey J to actually assist with the proposal.
That's a pretty amazing prize, isn't it? You literally cannot win that anywhere else.
No, you
Only
can't.
on the Hauraki Big Show.
That's right. And that 10K diamond ring is valued at how much? $1 million.
$1 million, yeah.
That's crazy.
Million New Zealand dollars.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Australian. Hauraki.co.nz, by the way. Enter there and just tell us a wee bit about how you'd like to propose.
Have you got any examples there, man?
Mogey, do I what? Got some great examples here. This one's from Anonymous. You ready?
Yeah.
G'day, fellas. I plan to beat my partner of 7 years.
Whoa, that's not cool.
And insert boy's name here.
Ah.
I plan to beat my partner of 7 years to it. We both want to head to a warm island for a holiday sometime in the next year, so it will be somewhere warm and pretty. I'll pop the question maybe while I'm down on my knees. Oh, okay, and then it gets quiet, yeah.
Right. So is that what does that mean? Is that a woman asking
That's
a man?
woman saying she's going to beat her man to it and then drop a knee.
Yeah, right. And then, okay, yep.
And they're on a beautiful sunny island.
Yeah, and he's going to wear a $10,000 engagement ring.
Well, yeah, that's the interesting thing is she just wants a $10,000. Okay.
Yeah. I like her style.
Or
from start to finish, I like it.
Or it could be a bloke's $10,000 engagement ring.
It could be.
See, interesting.
We don't know.
We just don't know. G'day, fellas. This is from Anonymous. I'd like to take the missus up.
Whoa.
Take the missus up to Mount Cook. Sorry.
Mount Cook, yeah?
Yeah, I paused at an opportune moment there. To the National Park or Central Otago to a remote glamping setup. Bottle of bubbly, hot tub.
Bubbly.
Glaring sunset after a helicopter ride, then pop the question, and the beauty of the ring is the hills are painted sunny gold and purple. Secret photographer somewhere close by to capture those teary eyes.
And where are we on that?
And then Hoytey J, Mogey and Keyzie hop out of a bush yelling, my wife.
My wife, backbone.
If any of your examples don't include the three of us,
yeah,
you will be winning us whatever you've described, and then we will jump out of a bush.
Yeah.
That's the default setting.
Yeah, that's the standard.
How are you feeling about that one?
Well, I like the fact that money has been spent not on the engagement ring, right? There's a saving made there.
Yeah.
So there's a helicopter, we're glamping, there's been a bit of an effort made in other areas. So that, not bad.
Okay. G'day, fellas. Anonymous here. I'm not actually in a relationship. Just pretty keen to hock off the old ring and make some cash. Cheers.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that one.
See, I'm almost tempted to say that that's not a good entry.
Well, how come?
Well, just because they don't even plan on getting engaged.
Yeah.
And they're just going to sell the ring.
Yeah.
For the $1 million.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't get married just because you're trying to win the ring, right? So this particular person is not going to waste anybody's time by proposing to them. He's just going to take the ring and sell it for upwards of $1 million.
Right, okay. So okay.
Yeah.
So I'll put that one in the running.
A bigger crime would be for him to say, I've got a girlfriend and I don't really like her, but I'm keen on this ring.
Yeah, okay, so he's okay. That's a great point. In fact, that's our front runner at the moment. If you would like to get in the draw as well, hauraki.co.nz, fill out the form there, and you could win a $10,000 engagement ring. Coming up after 6, an update on the Hauraki Big Show. Big poll: do you get steamed responsibly with just your partner? Yes or no?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
It is the Big Show with Hoytey J, Mogey and Keyzie. However, Hoytey J's on holiday, so you got Keyzie and Mogey, and of course this show brought to you by Tui and the return of the Year Right billboards.
Yeah.
Plenty of ideas for them coming through on 3483. Keep them coming as well. And you can win yourself a Tui prize pack. Just notice here, Mogey, someone's recommended, this is in reference to your budgeting and how you can spend less money or potentially make more money.
Yeah.
Someone said here, you could sell billboard advertising space on Keyzie's huge honker.
That's true.
Well, no, don't say that's true because...
I wasn't looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, but that could be the answer.
Well, don't you think they could make
all my problems.
even more money on that honker you're running? Because it's
No. Because your honker is on Game of Two Halves.
Ah.
So that gets far better exposure than my little honker.
I love the way the one time you or Jase naturally plugs the TV show I'm on, 8:30 tomorrow night, Sky Sport, by the way, is in a massive honker joke.
You use what's in front of you, Keyzie.
And in your case, it's giant. We did do the podcast outro today, which is bonus content we do. It comes out at 7:30 every night, along with a highlights package of the day's show. Today, Pugsan joined us, and it was about a scam.
The last one I got was from Ava. Phone number from Philippines, not a contact. Where are you now? Question mark.
What did you say in the
Studio.
Castle Del Pugs? Yeah,
I was in
Studio
the shoebox, baby.
Yeah. So that was Pugsan, who responded really in a real clingy manner to a scam text.
Yeah.
And she ended up taking, how much was it? Like 12 grand out of your account? But he said it was worth it to feel close to someone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. And it's all stemmed from a conversation where I actually got a phone call from someone that's been messaging me for a few months. It was an odd one. It was an oddie. You have to listen to the potty to find out.
Listen to it, and based on what Mike tells you, figure out whether or not you think it is a scam, because it's one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard.
To me, it feels like a case of mistaken identity.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, or like a cleverly executed long play. Yeah, it's weird. It comes out at 7:30 tonight. Search Hauraki Big Show and have a wee listen there. Before you listen to that, have a listen to this. Faith No More, Evidence. Up next, the results of the Hauraki Big Show Big Poll. Do you get steamed with your other half responsibly? Vote now on the Hauraki Big Show Instagram story, and we'll get into it next.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Oh, the Wallflowers, 6th Avenue Heartache on the Hauraki Big Show with Keyzie and Mogey. Hoytey J is on holiday. If you'd like to come on holiday with us down to the beautiful Hokitika area for wild foods and the big festival down there in March next year, head to hauraki.co.nz. On the main page, you will see win a trip to the Wild Food Fest. You'll be coming down with us, flights, accommodation included. You and a mate. And, of course, the four of us from the Big Show. Worth getting stuck into. And if you want to get some super early bird tickets, they are on sale now, wildfoods.co.nz. Now that is done, old Mogey, it's time for...
The Big Poll. Da, 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 da.
Da, da.
How do we go, man? How do we go? Because today's poll was out the back of a conversation you and I were having, Keyzie, where my favourite thing in the world is drinking responsibly with my wife until all hours of the night.
Just you two, yeah.
Yeah, just the two of us. And you were saying that in the 13 years together with your partner / wife, you've never done that once. So we thought we'd go out and ask the punters which side of the fence that they fall on through our traditional and unbelievable Hauraki Big Poll.
That's right. What's your gut feel?
Ooh, 80 people sort of fall on my side of 80% of people.
What's interesting is 55% do. 45 are on my side.
Right.
So it's as close as makes no difference almost to 50-50.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, when I think of my friends that are couples, I'd say only half of them would do it. Half of them I can't even picture doing that.
Yeah.
The other half very much so.
Yeah.
And I'd like to take out, because my wife and I, we barely ever do it. I'd like to bring us over to that other side, the Mogey side.
Yeah, it's a good side to be on.
Yeah. It's such a shame, really. Half the population.
Don't do that. Yeah, that is interesting. I would have thought, I guess thinking about it in terms of, picturing the people that you know that you're mates with and whether they would do it. Yeah, the numbers start to shrink a bit. Yeah,
definitely.
Because most of your mates, you're sort of thinking, why are they even together?
Yeah.
This isn't going to last much longer. This one's on the rocks, that sort of stuff. And sort of getting on the hammer until all hours is probably only going to bring things to a head.
Yeah, responsibly.
Yeah.
That is a good point. We had heaps of texts coming through on 3483. My partner and I love to have a few drinks responsibly together. We've even trained our children to make cocktails and platters for us, so that way we can enjoy our drinks and know that the kids are okay too.
Well, that was interesting as well, is that 100% of the messages that came through were positive in the sense that they do get on it with each other. But maybe they're just so stoked about it, but so they're the ones that are messaging through.
Yeah, that's right. Or the people that don't do it are maybe embarrassed.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be.
Yeah. Well,
because they're in the Keyzie corner. This is not a bad place to be.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, don't say yeah like that. What about this one?
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah. It just doesn't feel like it. Every other weekend, my wife and I will get on the glass barbie on Thursday night and chat until Tuesday morning.
I mean, that's the dream. Although, to be honest, you run out of things to talk about on about the Sunday.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Run DMC and Aerosmith on the Hauraki Big Show. Just walk this way. And Jason Hoyt is away, so it'll be myself, Mogey, and old Pugsan chat and tally.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Really good stuff, fellas.
That was good, eh?
Thanks, man.
Last night I watched or finished off the documentary Steve Martin.
Oh.
A documentary. So it was a 2-part documentary on him. I don't know why. It was sort of him growing up until the end of his stand-up career, and then the second part was from the movies onwards. Pretty boring guy. Not a enjoyable stand-up comedian for me.
Wow.
Bit of a wound. I like the idea of what he was doing, but it wasn't clear enough for me for the first sort of 45 minutes what it was he was doing.
What is
And he ended
stick
up being the biggest stand-up comedian in the world. He was selling out stadiums and
Right.
just a pretty. There's some great stuff in there, but it could have been 1 hour long. So I just, my wife went out for dinner, and so I just watched it because I knew she would hate it. And that's on Apple TV. And just to summarise, it sucks, really. It's got, yeah.
Is it he's obviously world renowned comedy actor, everyone's watched movies with him in it.
Yes.
But unfortunately he's pretty boring, so it's
As
not
a human
worth
being, he's a pretty boring guy.
Okay.
So a bit of nice stuff in there about his co-stars, a little bit of interesting things here and there. I love him. I love him.
He's
I love
good.
some of his films, like Planes, Trains and Automobiles is an absolute all-time. Oh, and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah.
Unreal. But I've never seen Parenthood. Anyway, pretty
It's
boring. Probably
boring.
don't bother unless you really, really love Steve Martin.
Sweet. Not worth.
Would you give it a buzzy?
He's not the guy that would be into buzzies, to be honest with you.
Oh, right, okay.
And
What does
I don't
that
mean
mean?
that like that. I just he's just got no vibe at all.
Right, okay.
Sounds
so
awesome.
out of 5 though, what would you give it? A star?
If you love it, if you love Steve Martin, I'd give it 4 stars. If you're indifferent, I would probably not bother watching it.
Oh, okay.
Righto.
Yeah.
I watched the second to last episode of Celebrity Treasure Island last night. So tonight we're down to the final 3, and
Duh.
something that happened yesterday was we've organised for the winner of whoever wins Celebrity Treasure Island to come in and have a quick chat on the
Yeah.
show, mainly for my own benefit. That's happening tomorrow, and now I'm watching it from the point of view of who I want to interview.
Right.
So you've got this fella called JP, who was in that Drumline movie, actor, Islander kid, real talented, really funny.
That Drumline movie.
The Drumline movie in New Zealand?
Is that the Tonga.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen it, but apparently it's great.
Yeah. Brass.
Yeah, that's the
Red,
one.
white, and brass.
That's the one, red, white, and brass. You've also got James, the actor from Boy, Rolliston, who was in
yes.
that car
Yep,
accident.
yep.
He's been really interesting because him doing the challenges and stuff, he's completely learning how to read again and all this stuff,
Right.
and he's in the final 3. So he's done really well to stay in that long. And then the other person's Christian Cullen. I kind of want Cully to win.
Yeah.
Just because having Cully on the show would be pretty sick. But also James would be an interesting story. So hopefully Cully first, then James, and then JP.
You know, they complain every year that that woman never win it.
Right.
You know about that?
I mean, it's a valid complaint, I guess, but yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, what do you do about that? As they're saying, it's too much focus on the physical challenges, which makes it unfair for the woman. But there's also mental challenges
100%
as well.
there are. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff, yeah. But also, how about this? The women, so Bubba was the one who was eliminated last night, and she was brilliant, and I wanted her to win. Now she's gone, I'm a bit gutted. But other than that, it's like actresses and stuff who I found really annoying.
Right.
So I think it's more around who they're choosing to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mogey.
No, we don't know.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to the finale, which is tonight, actually. And then
Hell yeah.
hopefully we'll have Cully on the show tomorrow. Pugson?
Mogey texted me that he was watching something else, so I watched Seinfeld.
Right.
Took one for the team.
Oh, so you watched some
Oh,
Seinfeld.
you
Because
watched
you were
it.
watching
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
because I wasn't.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So I watched the episode of Seinfeld where Jerry notices somebody crash into a car and then follows them to give them a piece of his mind, and then they get out of the car and he's massively into them.
And it's a smoke show.
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
And then the whole time that they're dating, he's making references to nice people that would definitely let somebody know that they've crashed into their car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
that is a good episode, eh?
Yeah.
Just a small thing like that.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
It's Red Hot Chili Peppers on the Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening with Keyzie and Mogey. And Mogey last week, before Hoytey J went on his week-long holiday, we went to Placemakers and did a bit of a trolley grab where you get 1 minute to run into a store and grab as much stuff as you want.
It's your dream come true, really, isn't it, to have that?
It's something that you've seen on telly over the years and you've never got to have a chance at. Now, we didn't actually get to keep that stuff.
No.
However, someone else will get the chance to do exactly that.
They will.
So if you are a self-employed tradie, Boost your biz. Sign up for your shot at Affirmo's 10K tradie trolley grab. You do that by texting GRAB to 3483. You register there and you'll be in it to win it. Basically, you've got, I think it's a minute. They haven't actually, I think it's 1 minute.
Is that what you just said there? What did you say?
Sign up for 10K trolley grab. No, it doesn't say anywhere that it's 1 minute. So I assume it is, and I think I've heard that thrown around. It might be, no, Pakistan saying yes, it is 1 minute.
It is 1 minute.
But you can hustle in there. You can load up with power tools, all sorts of stuff, and then as long as you're done after 60 seconds, you can have quite the haul.
Yeah, you would have, and I think you're right. You're saying yesterday that you just go and get some power tools.
Straight away.
If you want 10 grand's worth,
Yeah.
that's the only way you're going to do it, I'd say.
What I'd do is I'd go find out, I'd go to my nearest placemakers and just like look around and go, right, what's the stuff I want? And you sort of know where it all is.
Yeah.
And then enter. And then hopefully if you win, you'll be able to run in there and get it straight away and really get your money's worth. You've got to be in it to win it though. So hurry up. Affirmo's 10K tradie trolley grab closes on the 6th of November. So 2 and a bit weeks to get stuck in by texting GRAB to 3483.
Bloody beauty, isn't it? It'll be one to get, especially if you're a sole trader. That is a little ripper for a man that's just driving around in his ute there.
Well, also people like apprentices and stuff who are just starting out in the early doors, you've actually got to build up this massive surplus of all the tools and stuff so you can even start doing the work.
Yeah.
So it is a good opportunity to get all that stuff. GRAB 3483, get stuck in, and a big shout out to placemakers and also Affirmo.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, that is your Wednesday Hauraki Big Show done and dusted. 2 more shows to go this week, Mogey, and then old Hoytey J will be back with us. What's your plan tonight?
Go to the gym.
All right.
Go to the gym. I ran out of time. I didn't get up early enough today. So going to the gym, and I'm going to have to face down the masses.
Right.
Because it's always an absolute shambles at 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah.
Is it a push day or a pull day?
It's a leg day, I think. I haven't had a look.
Gutted.
Don't know.
Do you like-
No, I'm all right now. You got to get a few. You got to get a few behind you before you get into it. But what I've done is I've restricted myself because I've got a bit of a gammy back. So I've restricted myself. I only do leg press, calf raise.
And just stuff that isn't free
What
weights
else do I do?
on your back.
Leg extension, leg curl,
Yeah, okay.
and hip thrust on the Smith machine there, Keyzie.
Right.
And that's all I do because then it's controlled by the machines and
That's
I'm not
right.
going to bugger it up. It also means I don't have to do dumbbell walking lunges or any of that
my
shit.
God.
I just
I hate that.
it.
I used to do
hate
that.
it so much.
And also, you won't do like deadlift and squatting.
Nah, I'm not risking my back. It's like I'm 48. I don't need to deadlift at my age. It's like it's not. It's in my former trainees. It's dynamic moves. It's like I don't care about dynamic moves.
I don't give a shit.
Stuff it.
And also,
Shove it.
You've also got that peach already. You know what
I've
I
got
mean?
that sweet.
You got that sweet
I got that
cake.
sweet 48-year-old man ass.
It's so good.
You know, it just falls off a cliff.
It's like you've got like magazine stuff down in the back of your pants or something.
Yeah.
To avoid getting the cane. That's really specific. I'm going to go home, watch the final of Celebrity Treasure Island, then my wife's going to go to bed early, then I'll probably play PlayStation for a bit, then join her.
Sure.
Yeah, it's going to be great. What are you doing, New Zealand? Listening to the Hauraki Big Show podcast, I hope. Search Hauraki Big Show wherever you get your potties from. Every episode we've ever done available there. Until tomorrow, 4 o'clock. We'll see you later.